Okay, I'm going to do an unboxing and review video of the Phatmoto 79cc bicycle. I ordered this back in November on pre-order, and I have no clue what I'm going to get. It just showed up at the house, so I'm going to see what's inside these boxes. Let's start with two separate boxes. I'm assuming that's the bike and this is the motor. This is now May, so it took a few months to get here, but like I said, I bought it on pre-order. I paid $4.99 for it, which hopefully is more than fair. Packaging does look to be in very good shape. Shipping was very fast once they actually built the bike. It came in 4 days once it did finally ship. This looks like an engine cover. Yeah, that is the engine. This is the little motor. Looks to be assembled well. Little Phatmoto sticker on the side. No damage that I can see. What is this? This must be the air cleaner cover. Little centrifugal clutch. Yeah, that must just be the air cleaner cover that fits right on there. This must be the belt cover. Apologize about the video. I do have a GoPro, but still learning how to use it, so I'm doing this off my phone. I will do a ride video after the unboxing and assembly. Owner's manual. It's like a spark plug tool. Nuts and bolts. Assuming that's the chain. So far, I don't see any damage. I'm not 100% sure. I think these are built in the US, but don't hold me to it. I've heard some bad reviews about, I purchased this through Gas Bike on their pre-order. Like I said, I've heard some bad reviews about Gas Bike. I've purchased many items through them, and I've had zero issues with them. They've always came through. Products have always been nice. Shipping's always been fast. I would highly recommend them personally. That's from my own personal experience. Their communication's always great when you email them. They're always nice, and like I said, once this did ship, it showed up in just a few days. I did email them a few times along the way just to check up on things, and they were very fast to respond. I'm an impatient guy, so it's nice when somebody responds quickly. So you have an exterior box and an interior box, so that's good. Let's see if I can break this up here one. hand. So the bike is definitely packaged well. A few bits of trash in there. Not quite sure what to pull out first. This thing is pull the whole thing out. Not sure if I can do that one-handed or not. I'll try. Okay, so far, there she is. Pulling it back here. Show you kind of sort of what comes out of that box. Let's see what else is in here. Got one little box here. Rest of it is just packing. Grab a pair of side cutters here. Don't want to use a knife on this in case I scratch the frame. Okay, front wheel is zip tied on. Clip that one. Clip this one. That should release it. Oh, got one more. Got one more down here. I think 3 zip ties hold the front wheel on. It does have front disc brakes. Tires a little wider than I had thought. Okay. Let's see here. The grip has our handlebar has 2 zip ties holding it on. So there's a zip tie here, holding a piece of packing. Here's their built-in jack shaft. They weren't too terribly specific or descriptive about that, but it is pretty nice. I've built a few of these gas bikes and hope that concept works out. I think it will. It does have, looks like sealed bearings in there. See if I can get this camera to zoom. Yep. Quite a large sprocket. This must be where the motor mounts. I do like that that's gusseted. The craftsmanship is very impressive so far. That's a full gusset right there. So is this. So far I am definitely impressed, especially for 500 bucks. I'm not sure what these will go up to. I know I'm pretty sure they're still right around the $500 mark, even though they've been releasing them now that they started making them. Paintwork so far looks good. Gotta say, they definitely packaged it well. built-in gas tank. Nice little gas cap. I don't know if it's vented or not. It doesn't look like it is. I'll dig into that a little more later. It does have a built-in petcock. Seat post clamp. I hope in that box that it came in has the seat post, or the seat and seat post. I haven't seen that yet, but I'll find it. Paint looks good. Powder coat, I'm assuming. So it looks like assembly wise, you slip the front wheel on. Looks like it just held on with two little nuts, just like a normal bike. Slips right on the forks. You do have to bolt the handlebars on to your stem. You have to bolt some pedals on, and of course your motor and a chain. I'm going to go ahead and do the few little items real quick, like the wheel and the handlebars, and then we'll work on that motor. But so far, everything looks to be in really good shape. I actually like the look of this bike. Kickstand is non-removable, built right in. I mean, the gussets in the back, everything on this thing, get this thing to zoom. Now that's about 1/4 inch steel right there. So it's built pretty heavy duty. It does have a built-in tensioner. It does have the suspension front fork. It looks like you could run a V-brake on it. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and put that front wheel on and the handlebars on so I can get it up off the ground. And yeah, we'll start working on the motor. So on the handlebars, when you go to put those on, you'll notice that they fit very loose. As you can see, zoom in there, that won't tighten down. So I actually had to look in the parts kit that it came with, which I didn't film earlier. So I'm going to film now. And I had to read the manual, and in here it says that there is some shims included. And actually with the reflectors, there were these 2 shims right here. And that's what you put. Here's the front side of that stem. These shims will go in place. There's the front side of that stem. These shims will make up that gap. I'm not 100% sure why they did that instead of just having the right size stem on there, but anyway, you have to put those around the handlebar. So here's your handlebar. These little shims will fit around your handlebar to make up that gap. Here's your stem again. These will have to make up that gap. So just remember that when you go to put it together, that you have to track down those shims to make that handlebar fit. So it does come with a little can of oil here, I believe is what this is. Not 100% sure if this is the oil I will run in the motor. If I've learned anything about Chinese motors, it's that the oil they come with is junk. So I'll probably find out what weight it is. I have not viewed the manual yet, but I'll probably find out what weight it is and run something a little better into the motor. But we'll see. So I'm going to go ahead and slap the motor on there and see if I can get it to run. Okay, so I got the motor put on. It was pretty easy. There is 4 bolts that hold it on, 10mm on the bottom and 12mm on top. The rear go on upside down and the front go on regular. There's a little bit of wiring. There is 2 wires. The red just clips right in, in the black runs to a ground. I just put it right there on the front shield. I will do a little bit of zip tying here, but you do have to hook up the throttle cable. It runs in right here. There's a Phillips screw right there. It goes up there to adjust it. Pretty simple there. The chain, I did put the guard on, so I apologize. The chain is kind of a bear to figure out where to put it. It comes with a master link and it comes with a half link. I tried it with the half link. I did not have enough adjustment in the motor. If you can see, it may be too dark. The motor has a slotted mount. Let's see here. I can make that a little better. Yeah, right there. The motor has a slotted mount, and I didn't have enough adjustment with the half link, so I took it out. I did run into one little snag. The petcock here is really close to this air filter, so I had to spin it in order to shut the petcock on and off. And my fuel line, which is right here. Let's see if I can shed some light on this. The petcock, or the fuel line, is really short. You can see how that's almost kinking it. I'll probably get a piece of fuel hose and extend that a little bit. But I did have to turn that petcock in order to clear the air filter housing. But you know, like you can see, it's kind of snug. But that was easy enough if you just grab a wrench and turn it. The motor mounts, like I said, with a 10mm, a 12mm. It was pretty straightforward. It does have a nice cover here to protect the chain. I was pretty impressed with how that fit. Everything seemed to fit very nice. It does have a guard over the muffler. Yeah, overall fit is great. I did have to adjust the chain a little bit in the rear. It still needs a little bit more adjusting, but yeah, everything seemed to fit good. Yeah, overall it was pretty easy to put together. I'd probably dedicate about an hour and a half to go through it. I still have some adjusting to do yet, but it wasn't too bad. Like I said, it does not come with tools, so you're going to need a little bit of an arsenal. A 4mm Allen wrench, a 6mm Allen wrench, a 15mm wrench, a 10mm wrench, 12mm wrench, and a set of crescent wrenches for the seat. Otherwise, you should be good to go. I would recommend Loctiting all the nuts and bolts, just because it is a motorized bike. Past experience has told me that things rattle on these things, so I just Loctite everything that you have to put together. That way, you don't have any issues. Yeah, overall, it was fairly easy to put together, and I do have a full tank of gas in it now. The motor, the owner's manual said that it did not come with oil in it. Mine does. Mine had oil in it. I'll show you how to check it. It's right here in the front. Unscrew this. There's a little dipstick on it. You can kind of see there's a little bit of oil on it. It calls for 1030. I would recommend running some sort of conventional name brand oil, Castrol or something like that. These Chinese motors, the oil that comes with them is usually pretty low grade. So I will be changing the oil on this pretty soon. But for now, I can at least start it up and ride it around like it is. I had a video of the first start, but I forgot to push record. So I will show you. It actually started on the third pull. Started right up. Ironically, it started up and worked well. But I will show you how to start it. You push this on. Down here is the choke. Let me grab my flashlight again, where you can see this. Maybe not too much light. Right there's the choke. It says off and on. I have it on right now. And then back here is another little switch, off and on. I have it to on. And yeah, otherwise it should fire right up. This will be actually the second start after I figured out I didn't have my phone on. So let's see if it starts right up. I'm gonna pinch the bike between my legs in case it decides to take off. Yep, fired right up. That's actually very impressive. Second start, fired right up. First start, I only ran it for about 30 seconds. Like I said, it fired right up third pull. To adjust the idle, there's a little screw right there, little Phillips head screw. You turn that in to raise the idle up and loosen it to lower the idle. I had to adjust that just a little bit, but otherwise I've not had to adjust the thing. So I will do a ride-along video once I figure out what mounts I'm going to mount my GoPro on. If I did it with my phone, it would look horrible. So I will do that next when I get a little better daylight. But it's actually really quiet. The motor's nice and quiet. Don't hear any major knocks or anything crazy. I mean, yeah, for $500 you can't beat it. So, like I said, my next video will be a ride-along.